Is that what it was?
Anyway,
Like
it's natural root beer.
yeah, and it gets a lot of flavor to it.
Sarsaparilla, I think it's like root beer, but like not as root beery. Because it's like the natural like plant that they use for root beer.
Oh yeah, that's original root beer right there.
Yeah.
That's the good shit.
That's. You ever go to Fresh Mart?
No.
All right, go to Fresh Mart one day, and like they have a whole aisle of different beers, or not beers, but like different colas and stuff, and it's all in glass bottles, and their root beers, they probably have like 12 different kinds. I used to go once a week and get a different root beer,
I got
and
them
it's
from
so
Birdie's.
fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah, but sarsaparilla's like the original plant. Now root beer is just made from all like the artificial flavorings. And
Yeah, it's much bullshit.
shit.
Yeah, A&W stopped putting it in there, and that's when things went to hell.
I mean, people still buy it, for sure.
They still buy it, but it's nowhere near as good. Nowhere
I
near.
mean, I don't buy M&W. Like, that's why I was like, maybe it's in those glass beers. It makes sense.
Does make sense, yeah.
Because it's just fucking delicious.
Okay, guys.
Alright.
Yeah, I can talk about root beer forever.
Right.
Gotcha.
We can just talk about root beer and beer.
Well, we can bring that up with some of the topics.
Or
Things
beer.
that don't really go anymore.
Things that are
Actual-
obsolete.
Yeah.
Sarsaparilla and root beer.
Natural flavoring, not just artificial bullshit. Alright, so, hey, welcome back to Two Cooks.
One server.
Hey, Blake. Now, quick reminder, if you're joining us the first time, thank you for doing that. And if you're returning, thank you for returning. And, of course, like, share, and subscribe to this video. Hit the bell or icon notification. And let's start off right with our shots.
Make sure you're having a great day.
Having a great day.
Having
Yep.
a mediocre. What's today? I forget. Today's Wednesday? Thursday? Thursday.
Hey, wait, yeah.
It's Tuesday.
It's whatever day it is. Good stuff.
2021. Weekdays become obsolete.
It's December
Every day is
97th,
every day.
2020. That's what it is.
Today it starts with a Y.
Yeah. Ends with a Y, that's for damn sure.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I've been drinking.
Yep, that does happen. We do work in the restaurant industry. That's a very common occurrence. After
Well-
work.
Alcohol is never going to be obsolete.
It never
Just
will
throwing
be.
it
It's one of the oldest
out
things.
there.
It's actually something that saves society and civilization. Beer.
If you guys haven't caught on, our first topic is things that are obsolete nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's slowly being obsolete, but yeah, like
Or becoming, it was a thing and now it's just the kids these days.
it's one of those things like they might be still around, but you'll space out on it. Like I forgot doorbells existed a minute ago.
Bro.
We came up here and I'm like, oh man,
I
Logan's like,
forgot that I
This man
had
was-
a
yeah,
doorbell.
yeah, he was
I'm about to call
literally-
her home,
yeah,
like,
about to
hey-
call her.
like, hey,
I'm
door's locked. Let's in. I'm like,
I'm like,
"What's the
bro,
fucking
like,
door?"
you know there's a doorbell, right?
I forgot there was a doorbell. I was in my bathroom and I heard a ding. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I even ignored it the first time. I only realized, oh, it's the doorbell the second time.
Yep.
Like 2 minutes later, did it? I was like, is that a doorbell? Do we have a doorbell?
What the fuck? What day is
I
this?
generally forgot that we had a doorbell, and then I was like, oh, I looked at my phone like here. I was like, oh, the door's locked. Oops. And I was like, who rings the doorbell nowadays? Like your friend's
Like
house, you either
that,
just
so-
walk in or you like.
Yeah, they text
You text,
or,
you call.
Yeah,
That's
they
not
let
thing.
them
Yeah,
know.
like it's always in this communicator in your hand. Like,
If it's really desperate, I'll go like bang on a window if you're asleep.
Yeah,
but that's
something
like
like
pure desperate. I'm not
like
gonna ring
if it's on the
doorbell.
first floor, you'll go around to like find out
Yeah,
which window
like-
they have. Yep. And you're signing a creeper, but it gets their attention.
I guess yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of things are becoming obsolete though. Banks, going into a bank, going in anywhere really, online, everything. If I have to talk to a person when I do something, I'm not having
That's
a
a
good
deal
day.
breaker. Like the self checkout line at grocery stores. I love those before the pandemic, and I love them even more afterwards. Like
Right.
it's so much more
DoorDash,
convenient.
drop your food off and just leave. And I was like, I'll give them a second to like walk
been
away
saying
before I
that.
even
See,
go do it.
They forgot about doorbells entirely because they never that and, Amazon.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many
Amazon
packages.
totally forgot about that shit.
Dude, a couple years ago, there was this one Christmas gift I was waiting for, and I was at home all fucking day waiting on this thing because it was like a $200-some
They send
item.
you an email,
Well,
a
yeah.
photo.
Yeah,
Well,
they
that's the thing,
send it.
though.
Yeah,
They
they
did
send
this
it, but
person-
they don't like. I have had so many packages in the last like few months where I'm just getting an email confirmation while I'm
Yeah.
sitting on my fucking couch. My door is like right there, like I can see my door.
You're
And,
technically,
like,
yeah.
I have my dog downstairs also, and like you get this email like, yo, you got a package. Like, bro, you couldn't let me know. Like,
Ring the doorbell.
You couldn't ring the doorbell. Like, I knew my doorbell works.
No, I'm fine. Don't ring my doorbell because I won't realize it's there.
Yep. It's even crazy. You have a dog. I have a dog too. These dogs are trained to fucking bark at a squirrel running, scampering across. This person dropped off a like 40-pound package in front of my house and tiptoed away without notifying a dog. Like, they're getting super.
So
No,
basically,
they're
what we're
Amazon
saying,
ninjas, bro.
Yeah.
They're fucking
basically,
ninjas.
what we're saying is what's really becoming obsolete is social skills.
Oh yeah, that too. That's going out the way.
We need no friends.
It's all online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even make friends in person these days. 6
Really
feet away, no
can't.
standing up, sit down, put your face mask on, like.
No parties over 7 or whatever it is. I think it's
Yeah, you just can't
fucking
meet random people. Like,
Mhm.
there was a baby boom that's going to be taking place about now from
So
COVID.
many.
Now,
Children of
after
the
this,
corn.
after this
I
baby boom,
call that shit before the quarantine happened.
no,
I was
after
like, if
this
shit
baby
happened,
boom,
this will
there's
happen.
going to be a anti-baby boom. They're going to drop because all these new people aren't meeting people to have kids.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere to go. You can't go meet people at bars anymore. So
Like after
no one's gonna meet new people. So
No,
there's
see,
gonna be
all
no
the
kids
people,
born.
all the people that are in relationships are just gonna have a bunch of kids.
Either that
Yeah.
or dramatically get out of relationships. Because guess what? They're cooped in. They
Yeah,
can't go anywhere. They
stuck
can't break
with their
up.
Significance.
They could be in a relationship they want to end, but they're like, they're just gonna
So
be,
basically,
can't
this
do
was
nothing.
it. Either you
Just
lucked
stop.
out and had someone before, or you don't after.
Yeah.
End of story.
Or you have player 3 entering. it.
Unless you want to take that just random risk and think their online profile pictures look okay enough, which as a female I wouldn't, but I don't know about you guys.
Oh, I'm a little risky with that shit. Yeah.
I won't speak for y'all.
There ain't nothing wrong with at least meeting somebody.
Not at all. No.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the whole purpose of like dating and whatnot.
In
It's
general,
just meeting
yeah.
new people and new places.
See,
and stuff.
dating's even obsolete. Just
Oh God, yeah.
computer algorithms. That's all it comes down to.
hmm I can imagine like Tinder and Bumble took a big nosedive, right?
Hell no, they didn't.
I feel like they went up.
They went up.
I feel like they went up.
Yeah, because people are
Because you
stuck
can't
inside.
meet people
you
at a
can't
bar,
go meet
so
people
this
at
is
a
like
bar,
your only
yeah.
option.
Yeah, but they can't.
Yeah,
like,
so
so they're
you
making-
get this very little option. You have very little options.
Oh,
now.
so now they have
And people
pen pals,
want,
basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
people want interaction with other people. That's just human nature.
Yeah.
And so they're going to go on these different websites and try to meet people. At the very least, talk to somebody because they don't have those people that they can interact on a daily basis.
True.
Speaking of pen pals, I was going to say pen pals are obsolete, but pen pals have been obsolete. Handwriting is obsolete.
Oh yeah.
Especially as like a server, my
Oh, yeah.
penmanship, I've always had terrible handwriting. Like my brain thinks faster than my hand can. Like I write like fucking a dyslexic person.
How close are you to
But-
getting to like a doctor's handwriting? Because those motherfuckers can't.
I am right there, bro.
I
my
don't-
signature is just.
Oh yeah, my signature is just
Yeah,
like
it is.
this.
Cursive
Yeah.
handwriting. That's another thing. That has gone the way of the dodo bird.
Like
That
if
is so
they
dumb.
went by signatures nowadays, but like, oh, if your signature is different, like your identity got stolen, it looked like a new person's like signing my shit every single
time,
day.
Every fucking
I'm like,
time.
it's just like a
My shit was like that when I was a
Dude,
kid.
for a while-
And like my bank hated me for that.
like I write like a cursive L, and then my hand just does like a seizure, and I'm done.
Yeah, for a while my brother did a smiley face for like a little Jesus look on it because my brother had like long like Jesus hair for a while. So he was like, "That's my signature. No one. That's so unique. No one's gonna think to duplicate that." Until he got a speeding ticket and he had to sign the bottom, and the cop was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't do that. I gotta write you another ticket."
I mean, like, that's my signature.
Hell.
Hey, if
Yeah.
that's a signature on his driver's license, you'd be like, this is it.
Oh, it wasn't on his driver's license. No, he just
Oh,
he
it
just-
was
Yeah, it was when I
You
said I
fucked
was
up.
so good at like, bro.
Yeah, the cop was like,
This is
"Don't
me."
do that. You sign your name like a regular person."
There was this thing on the internet that said that like this guy wrote 3 cat heads as a signature on his driver's license, like as like a joke, and he never thought about it again until he went to go buy a house, and he signed it just like his normal signature, and they're like, this doesn't match your driver's license. Like you have to sign it like your driver's license signature. So on all of his like mortgage shit, he had to like draw 3 cat heads.
Drew 3 cats.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Nice.
Yeah, they're like, we're sorry, but we're like, it has to match. Like this is just blatantly not matching.
That's hilarious. I would
But
find
yeah,
that.
all of my server books, I just have like every server has shorthand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everyone does, but mine are even like for like curly fries. I have this thing that's just like a little like it's like a squiggle, and I know that means curly fries because I tried to write out like curly but also my curly and celery of my terrible bad handwriting like looked very similar. So I started to ring in like curlies or celeries when they should be like vice versa. So now for my curly fry, it's just like a doop. It's like a little loop deal.
You're at hieroglyphs right now.
Yeah, and I'm like, that hieroglyph means curly fry.
As long as you understand, that's
It
all
will
that
get
really
the job
matters.
done, yeah. Now, God forbid you hand your book to someone else and like, can you ring this in?
Yeah.
And they'll
Well,
look
see,
at you.
that's the thing. I'm
Like-
really good at that. Like, anyone can hand me their book and I will understand it because mine's like the worst of the worst. So I'm like, deciphering yours, I have to decipher my own. So me deciphering yours is a piece of cake.
Bro, who the fuck you telling? I'll write a prep list for the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Steve will come up to me and be like, "Yeah, what does this say?"
I'll give them options like just ham or just something
and
else.
I'll look at it for like a
You like-
solid 3 seconds, or like like maybe more than that. And I'm like, let me think about that.
I feel like sometimes you just read the
I'll get
whole...
back to you. Go to the next item.
I feel like you do that and either you read the whole list and be like, what's I thinking this morning? Maybe I'll
Yeah.
jog memory. Or you just like come back later and you'll just check everything. Like, what was the item could have been?
I've gotten so bad. Like, when I say, like, my notepads and stuff, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even use a notepad. I just remember everything. Unless you're like a fucking like 8-top,
Yeah.
I will just remember it. I swear to God, I will go
Sounds
up to
like a
I will
good
go up to a
server.
5-top
yeah.
table
It sounds like a good
because my memory is better than me trying to decipher what I fucking wrote down.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'll just be like, this is what it is, and I'll remember eventually. Might forget your T6, but we're good. Yeah, so I don't use them a lot. Because I mean, mostly at my restaurant, I'm not taking on, like, I'm a bartender. We have, like, the bar side. It's no more than, realistically, like, 4 tops. So it's not that big a deal. But a 2-top, hell yeah. And, like, my job's easy. You want some wings? You want hot sauce? Or you want mild sauce? You want barbecue? Like,
There's like 6 options.
yeah,
Kind of.
it's fine.
Yeah.
And if you get what you
Nice.
get, you don't throw a fit. And you gonna eat it anyway, because I'm a dick.
Well, in general, just don't be an asshole like your server, especially these days, kind of like forget something, because everyone's fucking short staffed. Proper staffing
Bro.
is one thing that's being obsolete, dude.
Yeah.
Right? We don't care. It's
I
fine.
shit you not today. Our knife guy, he sharpens all our knives.
We have the same knife guy, don't we?
Yeah, probably.
We do, I'm
you
pretty
have,
sure-
You have the little nicks on the back of your knives.
Probably, but remember
Alright.
we had the old guy that passed away that was really cool,
Yep,
and then the
same
other guy.
Yep,
Yeah,
same
we had
guy.
the same knife
Alright,
guy.
Yeah, all right.
Nice.
Yeah,
Alright.
so he came in today,
Restaurant
and like,
things.
I shit you not, I was like, bro, like, I have this one red knife, and it's been, it was really dull when you gave it to me, and like, I was like giving him shit for it for like a second, like, yeah, I wasn't trying to be mean, I'm like fucking kitchen manager, I was just like, yeah, I just want to let this man know that we got inferior product this time, and he was like, yeah, we're really short staffed right now too. Like, yeah, we only have certain people that can do the knife sharpening job because like they do it a certain way
Yeah.
with the knives and shit. And then like, yeah, it's really
No, we
short
can
out
get
here.
a
We're
knife
just as
sharpener to do
we're
it.
just as bad. Like
Yeah.
they don't use like that. I think they use
The grinder.
the leather and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
like,
yeah.
I felt like they have like an actual
Just get a knife
Technique
sharpener.
and shit.
Just get a knife sharpener because our knife guy one time dropped off a knife that wasn't sharpened properly. And I was having a really hard time with some thickum limes. And I cut myself and had to get 2 stitches.
Damn.
Yeah,
That
that's why I had
sucks.
to get the stitches because I was cutting limes at the bar. And it was like the end of the lime because they're really like tough ones.
Yeah.
And I like went to go do it and it was giving me a hard time because we don't have like the serrated knives at the bar. It's just like, and it
Yeah.
got caught. And it like jerked, and when it jerked forward, it like
Bro,
stabbed me in the
I was
finger.
cutting. What was it? Because I like we used to sharpen our own knives.
We
all
used
the time.
to, but
yeah,
then
all
people
the
just
fucking time. And
threw
then,
that the way it does.
yeah, they got tossed out of the whatever. Like because I guess they felt like people were just retarded. And
Yeah.
so let's eliminate that. Like honestly, I feel like it's a waste of fucking money.
I don't know why
It's so
we even- I don't know
stupid.
why we do it, 'cause we have, like,
so
3
stupid.
knives.
Like you can literally just buy some really good knives. Yeah, we all sharpen them like on a daily basis.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
after you're
well,
done, run it one time
Yeah,
through the sharpener. And, like,
exactly.
It stays.
It's not that
It's done.
fucking hard. We were doing it for fucking years.
You do it
But
in the
whatever.
morning and-
you know
yeah,
what?
yeah, that's it.
Whatever. God,
I don't know why, because like once again, like knife sharpeners obsolete because in my restaurant we have I think we have 5 knives in the whole restaurant. One of them's at the bar, which is our fruit knife, which I can cut that stuff with just like
Is it
this. I can
5
cut,
knives?
yeah, I can cut like my bar
Where's
fruit
the
with
kitchen one?
with just
Yeah.
like a serrated
Yeah.
normal silverware rolling knife. That's what I do half the time anyway, because during off season when fruit's thicker, like the serrated does a better job than like the slicers anyway. And I think the other 4, we have like 1 online and like maybe 3, because like we don't have the same amount of prep as you guys do. Like we're not out here cutting chicken wings. We're not out here like, they'll like slice some tomatoes and like put them in the dicers. Even our lemons, like it's a whole like dicer thing. We have to do that by hand. Like it's just kind of pointless.
No, I felt
And all of like our cabbage and like lettuce and stuff comes like pre-shredded. Like we don't have to do shit. So like we just don't have that many
They're
knives.
wasting so much money doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because like our food vendors that we buy from, that's what they offer for us because they specialize in our restaurant
True.
needs versus.
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure
that
like
kind of
it's
stuff.
priced out pretty decent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like getting whole cabbage instead of actual shredded, it's like so much.
Ours comes with like
Cheaper.
the My Restaurant like premix, like exactly what we need. It's just
Yeah,
how like
true.
our brand comes because we
y'all-
also
you-
buy like our
also
own brand
y'all
and
are
stuff.
corporate and shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like every store needs to be very similar.
Yeah, they're the exact same. So we all like have like national partners and like this is where it comes from. So.
Yeah.
But chicken wings are expensive as fuck right now. If you guys haven't heard, the chicken industry is in trouble.
Not even just chicken, eggs right now. I don't know if you've been to the grocery store right
Yeah.
now, and that
They're
shit
pricey.
is like for a
Right?
12-pack, it was like $1.80, and it pissed me the fuck off.
My 79-cent eggs that I always buy, because I just buy the cheap like small ones because I don't need that many.
Yeah.
They were like $1.29. I was like,
Yeah.
what is this?
That's still a lot.
Was it like a chicken shortage from now?
Yeah, no, the whole
or-
chicken industry is in
Yeah,
trouble.
like,
Like
I
when
don't know what the
COVID
fuck.
happened, I don't know the details, but the
Like,
whole
when
chicken
I first
industry
heard
is
about
in
it,
like
because
trouble.
like I had to get a different distributor because the one distributor that we get our eggs from, like upped the prices, and then the other distributor that we're getting our eggs from, they upped their prices right after it also. I'm like, bro, the fuck?
See,
What's
you
going on
guys
with
deal with eggs quite a lot. We don't buy
Like, a
eggs,
lot.
but we do buy
A
chicken
lot. Like,
wings.
it's pretty huge.
Dude, in our chicken wing, like just a case, because it goes by like poundage also.
Mhm.
So you buy them by the pound. So what they're doing is, it's like the cases have doubled since last year for like price wise. It's been like ridiculous, and they're sending us like these
Yeah,
little itty
that's like
bitty,
gloves.
these like little itty bitty
Gloves are
chicken
like
wings.
4 times the price that they were before COVID.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
They're sending us like little itty bitty chicken wings, and everyone's complaining about. It's like for one, everyone has these. It's not just us.
Yeah.
Like this is a problem. And for two, like we're throwing in because like if you order a 10 count, it's a certain price. Since they're super small, we're throwing in like a couple extra, so we're going through twice as many wings for twice the amount of price. And it's just
So
been a
dumb.
thing.
Damn.
And then we've also had the reverse thing where if they're letting the chickens age too much, the wings are gigantic, so we're getting half the amount of wings because it goes by weight. So we're getting half the amount of wings for twice the amount of price. So it's just either way, it's a no-win situation, and I need the chicken people to get their shit together.
Yeah.
Maybe the chickens got COVID.
Conspiracy theories. Obsolete.
Yeah.
COVID
obsolete.
precautions. I don't care anymore.
Yes.
I don't care. I've given up. I don't care.
Wait,
Let me
Oh.
die.
what's precautions, man?
All right.
Like the mask, the distancing.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't care. No one's been doing it low key. We're doing it for show.
Yo, nobody's
It's
doing it
faux show.
high key, bro.
It's faux show.
Alright, yo, the fact that you can walk into a restaurant and like
Yeah.
just take your mask off
Sit down.
and sit down for long periods of fucking time and eat with people, bruh.
I have seen
Yo,
so many
fuck
people
that,
walk
bro.
into a restaurant like this with
Yeah.
their shirt over their nose, and then they
And
get
I'm-
down, and it's just that.
whatever.
And then
Yeah.
when they leave, what are you gonna do?
Dude, and when
Take
we
me
talk
out?
to people, I swear
yeah,
to
they
God,
don't
like,
even put their shit back on like their
I see
fake
so
mask
many
on.
people
I'm outta
talk
here.
to people. Like when I go up to someone, I can't hear them. I'm just like, what? What'd you say? And then I'll
Yeah.
like put my mask on to walk away from you.
It's such a dumb
It's
system.
pointless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so pointless.
It's
I'm
the
tired of
dumbest fuck.
pretending. I feel like I'm a
Hey, yo,
dirty, dirty
why
liar.
are you taking a vaccine for something that you could still get the goddamn disease?
I'm convinced there's a big experiment going
It's
on.
like we're after, like,
Yeah, that's
6
like hell.
months.
At this point, like it's a huge ass fucking like.
See, but this is the
the
thing.
vaccine doesn't stop you from getting the
You
disease
can
at
take
all.
you can take the vaccine and be good for 6 months, or you could just get COVID and be good for 6 months.
And get 2 weeks off work.
Take your vacation time.
Not to
Take
mention.
your unemployment.
Yeah, but so you can file employment, so you actually get paid to not get paid vacation.
Because half the
from
people with the
government.
vaccine, you feel like shit anyway. Like the flu vaccine, like you feel like shit afterwards.
What
COVID
was it?
vaccine, you feel like shit.
Guy John got the vaccine, and he said he fell fucking terrible.
Oh, my mom just got it.
You know John.
Yes.
He's been on our show a few times.
Yep, not for a while. But he's
My
been
mom
on it.
just got it, but she also has like a vaccine thing where like she got the flu shot one time when I was like 6 years old and she almost died. Like it was like that serious. So she never took the flu again because they were just like, don't do that. You really almost died. So then she took the COVID one like last week and I called her and I literally was like, are you in the hospital? Like she sounded like death. Like I was really worried. And like her friend was at her house and I was like, listen, you need to like monitor, like if she like needs to go to the emergency room, like take her to the hospital.
Yeah.
And she's feeling better now.
After this
good.
whole
But
fucking Johnson and
She
Johnson
still has to
shit,
get the second one. And I literally said, go talk to the pharmacy, like talk to them. If they say don't take it, don't fucking take it. Like
Yeah.
killing herself.
No.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
She was
Not
just
at
worried
all.
that the airlines like are going to do that thing where you can't fly if you don't have the vaccine.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're not,
that's
they're not going
Or you have to have a little fucking like badge
like
and
a
shit.
badge.
Yeah, like
Dude,
Yo, what is this fucking Russia, bro? Like
This is-
Nazi Russia?
this is
Like, no.
exactly what fucking happened with the Jews in like World War
Uh-huh.
II. They had to show their papers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, but
like at the end of the day,
I don't
you
think
can't stop
concentration
anyone because it's
camps,
their
but-
choice.
Yeah.
It's their choice. Like if you don't want to take if you are afraid of getting COVID, fucking drive yourself. The
Yeah.
rest of the world's gonna move on without you.
Well, here's the crazy thing. It doesn't matter if you have a vaccine or not. You can have social distancing going onto a plane, but then when you get on a plane, you're on a full plane with like 200 some fucking people.
as long as you're around
Circulated air.
Yeah, that many people for 30 minutes,
You're exposed.
You're exposed.
And there ain't a flight in the continental United States that lasts longer than 30 minutes. It doesn't exist.
Like if you're worried about it, make your own decisions.
Yeah,
the rest
15,
of us are not worried about
just sitting and getting off.
Yeah.
it. Just like for like those anti-vaxxers, like I'm for the vaccines for like polio and
Oh,
like that's like
absolutely.
please do vax your kids. I've said
Yeah.
this before. Vaccinate
Polio,
your like
mumps,
do that shit.
yeah. all
But
sorts
that's like
of-
the things like the religious people. If you don't want to get those vaccines, like don't want to go get your polio vaccine for your kid, just homeschool them. Like that's your own
Yeah.
thing. But like the rest of the kids, we're gonna have my little crotch goblin vaccinated for polio so they can walk.
Yeah.
Like it's fine.
Yeah.
Which I think that's why people nowadays are getting into like the whole anti-vaxxer thing. It's a very like kind of it's the
Like
same,
the
but it's
moving
not
through a
the
little bit.
same.
Yeah, it's totally different because
It's
like
not the same.
I took to go into public schooling,
Yeah.
you have to get a certain amount of shots before
Like
you
go get your polio, go get your
Yes.
your
Yeah, you get
smallpox,
all
your
those
chicken
shots
pox.
in
Like please
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, those are actual decent shots that you
Yeah,
should get.
those make sense and they do save lives.
Yes.
And
Your
prevent
Gardasil,
lots of
so
stuff,
you don't
yeah.
get like ovarian cancer and stuff. Like, please do that stuff.
Not only that, but there are some like in high school there are kids who actually get cancer and do chemo and their immune systems are fucked, so they can't get sick at all. And then there are some kids who have mumps or measles because they didn't get the fucking shot because the parents are anti-vaxxers, and now this kid who has zero immune system just got mumps. This has been fucking abolished or eradicated for like 20, 30 years
Yeah.
or however long it's been.
so many fucking
Like these are
years.
not new
That's
vaccines.
dumb
We
shit.
developed
Like,
these in like the
yeah.
50s. Like,
Yeah, and they're
they're
tried and
fine.
tested, yeah.
You haven't popped out with 3 arms yet. They're
No,
okay.
You're good, yeah. And some people are like, it causes autism. That's developed in the womb. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't get that
Which
after.
I'm a fierce thing that because my little brother has autism. Like, that's not no. You were born this way. It's like Down syndrome. You were
It's an
born
ex-
this
yes,
way.
Yeah.
It's fine. But like for me, I'm not even bad. Like I'll probably go get the vaccine. I'll go get it. I don't care. It's
I was
fine.
thinking about
I'll
it.
go
like,
get it.
I'm gonna wait on that.
Honestly, I
Yeah,
was
I'm
like,
gonna
yo,
go get it in the next
I'm
like
gonna
before
do-
summer.
I'm gonna wait like a year.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait about a year or two.
Wait a year or two or whatever.
The only
and like
reason-
let this whole social experiment happen.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. It's a fucking social
The only
experiment.
reason
Yeah.
I'm waiting is because I'm lazy and appointments are hard to come by.
No, this should be easy.
And it's
like,
a lot.
I get hit
I tried to
like
do
every
it.
other day about it.
I
Like,
tried-
They literally are like emailing me all the time.
Yes,
like,
I tried to do it, and then I
Yeah.
tried to set up an appointment, and they're like, nah. But then I was trying to go get the Johnson & Johnson one, because that was the one that was the one shot. Because I was like, oh, I can just go get one shot. Okay, I'm sorry, like 6 people in the country had an adverse reaction. There's fucking 5 billion of us. Like,
Percentage-wise, it's very low.
It's
for us.
fine.
Hell, it is very low. At the same time, the fact that those people got that shit is fucking weak.
no, I'm
I
trying to
was
go
like,
get
yeah,
that one, because
All
it's one
these
shot.
vaccines
I don't have
were
time
pushed
to
out
get one.
so fucking quickly.
They were
They were-
suspiciously quick.
Yeah, like too fucking quick. Like, yo, you
It's like,
really couldn't prove anything.
Like, I get it. There's a massive demand for having a vaccine now, and people working, scientists and brilliant minds
normally
working
it takes 2
furiously.
years.
Yeah.
Well,
Two-
that's
at least 2
because
years
they
to-
cut some of them red tapes, and they made them work.
They
with
cut
them
so many
crust.
fucking red tapes. And that's why, and like, 5-6 years from now, you're gonna see all these fucking people with these fucking.
You're gonna see commercials saying, "Did you take the Johnson & Johnson vaccine?"
Or did you take
You were
the
entitled to
Pfizer-
compensation.
Did you take the Pfizer? Like, you're entitled to
Yep.
this.
Well, I wanted the Johnson & Johnson because my life, I'm lazy. That's why I haven't made an appointment because I'm terrible at keeping appointments. So I was like, well, shit, I could probably keep one appointment. There ain't no way I'm going to keep 2 appointments to go back and get 2 shots 30 days apart.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know my life like that. I'm not showing up. Yeah. Pointless. So, yeah. I'll get one when it's more easily, like, just go walk-in appointments and do that. I live my life on walk-ins.
Mm-hmm.
My hair, walk in. My nails, walk in. I'm sick, walk in. That's why I don't have a general practitioner, because I'm like, patient first, walk in.
Dude, I was so pissed. Fucking my doctor I used to go to, or a doctor I technically still go to, used to be a walk-in appointment. Like, just walk the fuck in, whatever. When I got laryngitis last March of 2020, I couldn't call on the phone, whatever. So I just walked in with a little note explaining my thing, kind of talk to my doctor. I get this once a year. I might have tonsillitis. Just fucking check me out, whatever. And even then, they were like, yeah, there's this thing called coronavirus going on. You might have heard about it, but it's kind of starting to get people worried. But anyways, I walked right in, no problem. And they're like, yeah, just keep drinking hot tea and showers and laundry and shit, whatever.
Right? Like the
but
whole
then-
like call-in appointment. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, but we can pencil you in next week. Next week, my food's gonna be gone.
Yeah, but here, check this out though. In December, I got sick with, I needed a COVID test to prove that I had strep throat for antibiotics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the same place and I walked in with a mask. And they were like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't walk in here anymore. It's like, it's a walk-in appointment. We've never been walking. I'm like, you were 7 months ago. What the fuck's going on? And they were totally changed their tone. So even though some places used to be walk-in, that's kind of going away as well. And my doctor...
So gone.
Yeah, and that whole
Absolutely.
experience was shit. 'cause-
Except for patient first. That's why I'm just like, fuck regular doctors.
Yo,
Yeah.
Patient
fucking
first.
SPCA, not walk in. You
can't
not walk in.
SPCA?
You can't walk in with
What the
SPCA.
fuck?
I tried to take my dog in that bitch one time, and like they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, they freaked out on me.
How
bro.
dare you take it?
I was like so upset.
That's so
Yeah, pretty much
bullshit.
all like emergency stuff is walk anymore. Like when I had
Yeah, even
when I had an
emergency for
ear
animals,
infection like
you can't
last
walk
month,
in.
everything's COVID now. I walked in patient first. I was like, hey, I think I have an ear infection.
Mm-hmm. You must have
Take me.
COVID. Yeah.
So they're like, okay, they did all the tests. I sat there for like an hour. They did a strep test, a flu test, and a rapid COVID test. Those all came back negative. I was like, something's wrong. I have an ear infection. Like, okay, we'll draw blood now. So they came back. They drew blood. They're like,
Wow, that's
oh.
a lot
They're
for
like,
ear
like,
infection.
no, they didn't even draw blood first. They did strep, flu, COVID first. Those all came back negative. So they're
That's
like, okay, now we'll
crazy.
draw blood an hour and a half later. They're like, oh yeah, your white counts are up, so you have an infection. Because if it was down, you'd have like a viral.
Yeah.
They're like, you have an infection. And they looked at my ear like, oh, you have an ear infection. Cool. So then they gave me antibiotics. They're like, oh, but we're going to do the 3-day COVID test just in case. So after they'd already prescribed me antibiotics, right before I walked out, they had to stick the shit back up my nose
Yeah,
to
that's
send
how
off
they
for the
get paid to
3-day
do that.
test,
They get
which
paid
was
to do that.
It
negative.
sounds like they do, yeah.
But I was
they
like,
do
you
that.
already have all these negative signs. You already see that my white
Yeah,
comes
sure.
up. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I was like,
They're
this
eating
is
that shit
pointless.
up.
You just
You
kept
must
me
have
here
really
for
good
2
insurance.
hours.
For
When
no
I
reason.
I walked in the door, it was like, I have an ear
Because every
infection.
time I go to like a doctor in box, I tell them exactly what's up. And, like they just treat whatever I say, and then like they go about their day.
You probably. I also was dying. I had like 101 fever. I was like laying on the table like.
Mm.
My ear infection was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
See, I can be doing,
But-
I can be dying, and I'll still walk in like nothing's wrong with me.
Oh, I was dying. They almost didn't let me drive home. It was not a good time. They're like, I was like, I live two months down. It's fine.
I can make it.
Yeah, they like. I was like almost like about to puke. And obviously, like trying to give me like pans and stuff. I was like, I'm fine. Just give me an antibiotic. Like I'll be okay. It's because I got water in my ear at that photo shoot and just festered for like 4
Oh yeah,
days.
those will fuck you up. I get the infections really fuck me when I go to the beach and
Super
stuff.
easy.
Yeah.
Especially now because it's cold and for some reason we're still on the beach because we're just hoping for better positivity in the future.
Fuck that shit.
I love
Yeah.
toes in sand, man. That's my thing.
Facts. I love.
Like the last couple Sundays, we go to the beach after work. 'Cause it's literally like a block away from where we work out. Dude, that's so comforting knowing I can go to the beach. And we used to not
Yo,
do it
beach
for a long
days are
time.
the fucking best, bro.
Dude, they're so
See,
nice.
the oceanfront's closer than where you guys go, so I'll just
True.
go down to the little swimming pool bar and hang out.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's nice too. And shit.
You guys
Yeah.
can come over one day, it's fine. We can trade these areas.
Love to do
Like,
that.
yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Okay then.
Gotcha.
Do we have any other topics, or should we just take another shot at this point? Because
Hold on. Yeah, I felt like we
We
didn't
still
talk.
have some more things that are obsolete, like printing out photos. That's not a fucking thing anymore. I haven't seen a disposable camera anywhere in like
Yeah.
2 years.
photo albums. Well, the only thing that's been coming back around are like the little Polaroid things. Like a lot of people have those these days.
Those are kind of coming back.
No, like 5 people that I work with have one.
No,
Really?
yeah, there's
Yeah.
this dude that I used to go to, I used to go to bars and shit with, and he has this little fucking like camera shit, and he'll take a picture of you. I have one of the photos, like it was a bunch of me and
Just
the
like
boys.
printout thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it has a little printout thing, and it's like, yeah, it literally prints out like an old fucking early '90s Polaroid, and this dope as fuck.
Nice.
Like,
No, everyone has like the new ones coming out. Like half the girls I work with, like they all have like their cute little Polaroids to take around and be like selfies. Like my roommate has one.
Interesting.
Yeah, we have them posted all over our break room. But that's just because it's like it's a fad thing.
Mm.
Like bell bottoms and
Yeah.
shit came back. Like it's just a fad thing.
yeah, I felt like Polaroid shit went away, bro. Like,
It's very
yeah,
convenient.
because
hella
many
convenient.
people don't have like scrapbooks, like
Mhm.
well, like I don't know, like y'all, but my parents used to keep millions of fucking
Oh, yeah, I got
pictures.
Mama had
of
bins.
art.
Yeah, I got
bins
those
of
like,
pictures,
10,
like,
I was
literally,
like 20,
she
30
still
gallon
has them,
Coke
yeah.
containers.
You know, like I feel like people don't do this shit anymore.
And they're not
I
even just
don't
like
think
our
so,
bins.
no.
It's bins from 20 years ago. Like
Exactly.
4 generations worth of just bins of photos.
Yeah, like the plastic is starting turning a little yellow,
Yeah.
like that old.
Like completely obsolete with photos. Did you know back in the day they used to take pictures of people in coffins at funerals?
Yeah, they're death funeral.
And it was a
death photos,
thing.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I was going through a bin of photos that were from like the 60s. And I just looking through normal like our photos and I get these photos. I was like, what the fuck is this? And just dead bodies in coffins from stuff. And I was like,
Why would you?
what the fuck? And my mom had explained like, yeah, that was a thing back in the day that people used to take photos like of their relatives like in the caskets. I was like, what? Sure,
I guess.
sure. But it freaked me out because I was like, that's not a thing these days. Who
That's
does
not
this?
a thing at all. No.
And my like 12-year-old self just going through photos, and I'm like, oh, vacations, dead body.
That's a hell of a contrast right there.
Yeah, it was. Because they weren't even their own like separate; they were just like mixed in with other
Oh,
stuff.
God.
And I walked, up, I was like, what is like, our
That's a
family
trap.
serial killers? Like, what's happening?
You open up that one black tote container, it's like this is the really dark stuff.
Yeah, not suitable for work.
Nope.
All right, weird fact that I figured out. All right, I was going through my like bins of like photos of my parents like one day, and that's how I figured out who my real dad was.
Really?
Yeah. Weird
yeah.
shit.
I mean, picture has 1,000 words. Or is it
Yeah,
1,000,000
like
words?
she had like
Picture
one of
of
those
1,000
like baby
1,000
books
words.
that had like my dad's real name, and then fucking like pictures and all kinds of shit. And I was like, oh,
That's
who the
kind of
fuck
what
my
I did
dad
too.
is.
I like found it in my Facebook.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked. I was like 9.
That's a way to find out.
Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of did the same thing. I went through like some documents and was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
That's kind of how I remember my dad looked like. Because I hadn't seen the guy since I was like 4 or something, so I barely remember the motherfucker. And like,
Yeah.
I talked to him like 7 times on the fucking phone. Never knew he looked like that. That's crazy.
Shit was fucking wild.
It's a little, jarring.
Which is probably why we're all working in the service industry and having a great time.
Best of times.
Do we all have daddy issues? I have cheers and daddy issues.
I mean, that's a very common
I
occurrence.
don't have daddy issues, but cheers, daddy issues.
I
I
mean,
don't have, you guys have some. I don't. Help me out. It's fine. I'm well
You want
adjusted.
hot tea? Take a shot of some
No,
hot tea, man.
a hot lady says she needs booze. Always give her booze.
That's a fair.
Life hacks 101.
That's a good rule.
We'll start a book of those. We got you.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy a nice journal. Ace facts.
We'll put it on a t-shirt.
Are you taking your drink?
Just-
Yes, you did it without me. So you know, a cheers goes a long way to like
Cheers.
willpower.
I'm learning more and more about females every day, and I thought I knew a lot.
Yeah.
We're not so strange.
They're not aliens, no.
We're not strange. We're just like you guys with a little razzle dazzle.
And no penis.
And no penis, hopefully.
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 That's not a woman. I don't give a fuck what you say. Fucking
That's a
cancel
little
me.
man.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Listen,
You ain't a woman.
as long as you're not a furry, it's fine. We've had this conversation
A
like
creepy
12
fur.
like 12 times. We were trying to play pool
Alright.
and we had this conversation.
Yeah.
Oh wait, how? Hold up. High five to the best pool partners.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, bro.
We kick ass.
We kick ass.
Kick his ass.
They're pretty solid.
Yeah, we kill.
I don't think
Yeah, we
kick
beat like 6 different people that night, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
so
beat
some
everyone.
teams.
Y'all were on
Yeah.
a hell of a hot streak. I'll
Yeah,
say that.
we're on a dumb hot streak.
Anyway,
Yeah, should be mine.
I judge everyone except furries. I still accept furries, I just judge them.
See, I don't judge anybody but furries.
I judge them. I accept them. You do you. Have your hotel
don't
conventions.
accept
Don't come to my hotel.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
care.
No.
accept you at all. So if you're a furry and you're one of my friends, you're not my friend.
I mean, so long as not like.
We can
Talk
be
about you,
friends.
Monty.
Just know I'm going to judge
I'm
you.
so
joking.
Just
No. See, I get Monty shit about being a furry all the fucking time.
Why?
And he
He's not a
hates
furry.
it. He hates it. He's like he
I
fucking
know,
hates
I know
it.
he hates it. That's the only reason why I said it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Because he doesn't. He
Yeah, yeah.
despises them, and it just bothers him so badly.
And so me and him got a thing. It's fine.
Do we know why
Yo.
he despises furry so much, or is it just
And who doesn't?
Well, yeah, but like he has to have an accept. Like,
Mostly because he gives him a hard time about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
End of story. Like it just.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a lot of the story.
This is, I mean, you hate when people tease you. Everyone does. We can try to be evolved creatures, but no one likes to be teased.
Nah, not really.
No.
Nah.
Or furry. Yeah, on that note, we are
Two cooks
One server and a unicorn.
and a
and
coin.
we're out.
All right, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.